and a very warm welcome to WS Cube Tech. So guys, in our previous session, we have learned how we can read images if you want to capture a video using CV2, how we can capture the video if you want to view a video that is there in your desktop, and how you can view it as well. In our today's session, we will be talking about some arithmetic operations that we are going to apply on the images. So here we will be learning to apply two arithmetic operations, that is the addition and subtraction. So the addition over here will add the two images and the subtraction over here will subtract the two images. But how this thing will work, let's have a look at that. So here I'll be taking example of these two images, that I have an image of a space and I have an image of a panda. If I want to add both of them and create a single image out of it, which has the face of a panda, but in the background it should have an space. So how we can do it, let's have a look on that. So first of all, let's import our CV2 here. Once we have imported it, let's read the images. So let's create a variable called as image1 is equals to cv2.imread. That means we will be reading these images. For the path, I'll go back to the folder, and here let's just copy the path. I'll paste it over here. Let's convert all the forward slashes to the backward slashes to the forward slashes. And once we are done with this, let's give the name of the image, that is space. So the name of the image is space.jpeg. Again, I'll copy the same thing and just change it to panda.jpeg because the name of the second image is the same and they're different, but the location is same. So here I'll be writing image2 and here I will be changing the space to panda. Once we are done with this, the next thing that we are going to do over here is that we need to show these images, plus before showing it we need to apply the arithmetic operation. So I'll be creating a variable called as image sum. Inside this I will be writing cv2 dot add weighted. So we will be writing weighted here, and we need to give a weight of these images. So wait for these images. For that I'll be first passing our image1, whose weight I want that the weightage of first image should be more over here. So I'll be writing 0.8 here. Then I'll be passing our image2 here, whose weight, let's say I want its weight to be 0. So this thing lies between 0 to 1. So I'll be writing 0.3. So if you want the weightage of the image as complete of it, like completely weightage, for complete weightage we will be writing 1. But if you want a complete weightage, then why do we need to add it? So we will be just writing 0.8 and like a little transy part of it. Okay, and in the end I'll be passing a 0 over here. After this, what we need to do is we need to show the image. For showing the image, we will be writing cv2.imshow, and here we will be passing a variable called as sum, comma, and in this I'll be writing image sum. Also for the weight key, we can write cv2.weight capital key, and here I'll be writing 0. So as soon as I'll run this, see, you can see the output over here. The output looks like this, that you can see more of a space and less of a panda. And if I open these images over here, so this is how it would look like. So it's a combination of both of these images, and with the combination of these images, we have created the third new image. One more thing that we need to remember over here is that the size of both the images should be same. If you want to add any image, if you want to subtract any image, the size of both the images should be same over here. Okay, if one is square in shape, another one is in portrait or in landscape, then it won't work over here. Both the images should be of equal size here. So this is how it will work. Suppose if I just close this and reduce the weightage of this one, so let's keep it as 0.2 and let's increase the weightage of panda as 0.7. So if I run it, you can now see we have an image of panda and a very blurred image of sky you will see over here. Let's put it as 0.4 instead. So let me just close this one and let's run it. So now you can see it is a little bit more visible than previous one. So this is how basically it works, and how you can add two images. Now moving ahead and talking about our second part, that is if you want to subtract two images. For subtracting two images, I'll just shift this part to a little bit bottom and I'll just copy paste it. Now for subtraction, all you need to do is write subtract over here because we need to subtract the images. So I'll be writing subtract, and we do not have to give any weightage. We just need to pass the two variables over here. So I'll be writing image1, comma, image2. And as soon as we run it over here, so let me just close this one. And now you can see a subtraction of this image has been created, that from the original image, the panda has been subtracted. But to explain it in a better way, what I'll do instead of panda, I'll be taking two another images over here. So I have an image of a heart. and I have the image of a bird over here. Now what I want over here is that from the heart, this image of the bird should be removed. Like that means it should be subtracted. Now to subtract this, first of all, the name of the images are heart.png and the whitebird.png. Let's keep the first image from which we want to subtract. So I want to subtract it from heart, so heart.png, and from this I want to subtract the image of whitebird.png. So I'll be writing white underscore bird dot png, and now as soon as I'll run it, you can now see a new image has been created whose name is some over here, and it's a heart, and inside it there is a bird. So the original images looks like this. These are the original images, and from the combination of these two, that means not the combination but from the subtraction of these two, that from the heart we have subtracted what? We have subtracted this thing, this bird over here, and the output of the image looks like this. So I hope guys it is clear to you that how we can add two images and how we can subtract two images using CV2. And in our next session, we will be talking about more arithmetic operations that we can apply in our images. So stay connected guys, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.